still at war with the Mamluks and try to wrap everything else first. That is big risk, but there's opportunity for sizable win out of it all. Alright, we'll get greedy, but this means we need to extradite our removal of Castile and Portugal. It's alright, it's meaningless provinces. Good grief, Salzburg. They got fort defense, true defender of the faith, mountains, salt, power projection. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Look at manpower. What is manpower? Well, there's a way to get some more manpower. I don't like it, but yoink. I should also probably appeal to our nobility, but they have no influence over the country for some odd reason. And I'm not about to just give it to them. That's not how I operate. Oh, bummer. I don't think I ever upgraded the fort in Syracuse. That's the thing. Castile loves dropping in with their little grunts. Oh well, let's give them what's for. Might as well while we're here. Alright, Salzburg's down. Great. Now to kick them out the war for a white peace, or maybe a bit of ducat. I wonder about that, actually. The occupation of Salzburg is worth 6.5 war score, which is not too shabby in this war. It helps me squeeze another province or so out of Castile. Or I could just rip that money out of you, and I do like money. Yeah, I think I'll just peace out Castile separately. It won't be the best of peace deals ever, but it will be a peace deal. Yeah, I'll take it, because we're in a bit of a hurry for these other wars. I lost 4 war score against Castile, but let's stop these guys being so idle. I can still get a little bit out of this sucker. Not amazing. It's really not what I was wanting here, but I'm not in a good position to take a whole lot more. Alright, there we go. Get those cores up. Now, Portugal plus Morocco equals still an issue, but I have an army around here that can deal with Morocco. I gotta take on the Ottoman though. This isn't about reconquest, this is about straight up conquest. There's a lot of Ottoman land that I want to take, and I'm going to be doing this whilst also piecing out Portugal and coring them up, so it'll be a big operation for our little country. But come on, Rome didn't back away from these kinds of things, neither shall we. Carthage is textiling it up. Should never have helped Carthage out like that. Just eyeing up if anywhere is super worth converting, but we'll just chew through them in order. Use that merchant, Jake. The merchant just comes and goes. It depends on the occupations that we get down in South Africa. But I'll just slam him back over to Vienna. Okay, what do I have? Where do I have it? How do I use it? We have a couple of decent attack stacks here. You, with Codger King, are going to be in charge of taking over Morocco. All of the Ottomans' other friends are located over here, so it's just a one front. Since the Ottomans are all busy, I might be able to bulldoze him quite a bit. And take care of these forts, which he has not upgraded. He never does. Okay, but what's the war for? What's the most important thing to take here? Important's a troubling word, isn't it? I wouldn't mind taking Kosovo, but Idarine's a nice one to go for because it's what's going to link us over to Western Anatolia. But the ambition is to have a... to glue our empire together, right? I want it to stretch from Lisboa over to Western Anatolia without any gaps Toulouse and Croatia don't count as gaps. I'm gonna peel Portugal like a potato. It's got a nice ring to it. Idarine's actually a troublesome one because Constantinople's gonna keep it safe-ish. Yeah, whatever. We'll do it anyway. Portutato. Alright, Idarine, you're going to... And this is normally where I'd go, and we'll fight this war next session, but no, we fight this war tonight. We have the walking cannon right here. You should be able to take care of it all. I don't need to worry about these little pests. So Fanari's going to stay by you. Oh yeah, Sally is involved as well, as they often are. Now the Ottomans have a terrifying navy, 113 galleys. What is more, I've kind of isolated my own fleet here. We'll see if we can break the fleet out before the Ottomans come and crush it. I'm not holding my breath on that matter. I might get punked out here. Ooh, I'm getting punked. I'm getting really punked out here. Oh yeah, I'm likely to eat a coalition war during all this. We have France, Denmark, lots of miners. That's troublesome for me, but what you gonna do? Well, what we're gonna do is get Morocco out of this war as quickly as we can. Their capital is heavily fortified. Actually, I think I'd rather have you deal with that and get Morocco out faster. And have Qadr King over here. Chocolate imports. Do like manpower recovery speed, but let's get some mercantilism on the go. Oh dear lord, this is not good for our ships, so let's just ease our way back to PRoman. Why is Carthago still there? Shouldn't it be called Smoking Ruins? Well, it is kind of smoking. It's a shame that there's not better ways to raise provinces unless you're a horde. But it does make playing as a horde feel even more special. I want that Tech 9. Oh god, what if the Ottomans have Tech 19? They don't, but they have a good ruler for getting it. That would be very bad. Locked in by that fort. It will fall, and we shall proceed. Speaking of proceeding, there's another 13 war score to be had from that Portuguese war score, so that's good. That's not so good, Grenadans, but it's protected by a fort. Ooh! Portugal having rebels isn't quite enough, but rebels in Portugal is giving +10 reasons for peace. Excellent. How much left on your golden era? Can't be much left. We've had this for a while. It's going to last for another 5 years. What a shame. I'm going to miss that. It's been very good to us. I'd really like these guys out of the war, but I can't waste any of my mill points right now. In fact, I know somebody that would help me with mill points if they just had anything to give to the country right now. I might just have to pony up some land for them. Well, how about the land that I just took over? Like this 12 manpower development Toledo. And this other piece of garbage. 12 development in Toledo for manpower? That is criminal insanity. But I'll take it. Valencia's tempting with its 10, but it's got a lot of tax, and it deals in cloth, and cloth is good. Give this crummy fishy province. Where else can I chuck to the nobility? Yeah, none of these provinces really cry out either. Here, you could have Malta. Surely that's what they want. I don't think that's enough to do any of the interactions, though. They need to have at least 40. And we're currently in decline in ability, making it even harder for me to get enough influence for them. But something about scratching each other's backs, I'll give you that while you're at it. This is getting kind of costly, actually. I want places with good manpower, of course, because that compounds well with what they give. Alright, take that crummy province. Now we have 40. And I want generalship. And I want a minister. And now I'm going to take those incredible levies. And I'm going to take your military support. And you're going to hate me, but that's okay. I hate you too. That brings me closer to Tech 19, which is going to be very important soon. This isn't really necessary at all. Let's take it anyway. Getting there with absolutism. Strengthening government would help with that, but I don't want to spend the mill. Don't want to spend mill on anything other than Tech 19. It's too important to pass up. And a bit more. Are people telling me that I should be afraid of 104.5% overextension? Because I'm not particularly afraid of that. I mean, sure, it's bad, but what's worse is having Portugal on the map. By prestige. Happy New Year's, the party. Right, Sally. Jumping over on our lands. I knew Sally would be a pain in the bum, and that they are. They'll still be on the map with Morocco, though. Well, I like to think that somebody's going to jump on them when they're just here and remove them from the equation. Alternatively, they have fairly sizable colonies who will probably want to revolt after this is all said and done. So close, but I might just have to give up on one province here. I don't want to give up on it, but I need to get these cores done as well. There's a lot going on here. I don't like just waiting on these sieges, not at all. Now the Ottomans are crawling in. Ooh, Portugal's getting all sorts going on now. Alright, well that's one phase done. Only several more to go. He's a well-defended country, so he is, the Ottomans. And I don't know where all of his units are, but hopefully plenty are down in Mamluks to the point where just maybe I can spread out, and take multiple forts. This could backfire tremendously. It has done so in the past, but let's just hope it doesn't now. My heavies are completely scuppered. I should consider either getting a galley fleet or resurrecting the heavy magic. Okay, a whole fresh load of people are now surely going to want to join the coalition against me. But it's okay, we're ready for it. We have manpower. We almost have the all-important military Tech 19. Almost having it is not the same as... Oh, well, crap, I could take it right now if I wanted to. Let's do it, since we're about to push further into the auto scum. I'm not going to take the new unit type just yet. Even if the musketeer is... yeah, a good bit better actually, but no. It would tank my morale temporarily. I don't want that. Come on. on, Portugal. Potato o'clock. Oh, nice. That should be... it's not enough to get him out of the war. But if I spread out afterwards, I'm sure he'd have second thoughts about it. I'm playing this a bit risky, but that's okay. It's okay because Portugal has been removed from the equation, relatively speaking. Ah. Oh, that is just... Don't like how the peasants are still here, but what you gonna do? Gone in one bite. That is what it's all about. Iberia is starting to look almost acceptable. Yeah, I don't feel so bad losing out on... Hang on. Hang on. The ultimate humiliation. We forced the Spaniards to become Dutch. God, there's some disgusting amalgamation of both Iberian and Dutch around here. Awful. Where's the new Portuguese capital? Right here in Tangier. Which, incidentally, we could throw some claims on. Well, we are spying on him right now, so let's just throw a claim down for now. And then stop the spying nonsense. I'm also going to grab a couple of claims on Salzburg and bring you back. And we're okay. My subjects still love me, which is good. I am, of course, ludicrously high on overextension, but it's not that bad. It's only 2 years of it. Yeah, only. I still want to force Morocco out of this war. It doesn't have to be anything special. White peace will do. Bosnia as a province. Ooh, lens making. Ever since the 13th century, spectacles made from glass. I thought something was weird here. My monitor isn't right. There we go. Spectacles made from glass lenses have come to replace the reading stones. Optical observation of these lenses has now reached a level of perfection that's allowed even the smallest of things to be enlarged. In the light of scholars, new lenses can also be used to create both optical microscopes, allowing them to examine what could never be seen before, and the refracting telescope, allowing the study of faraway objects such as stars. We can now see things far away as if they were nearby. Couldn't you just use a drop of water on some film? That's what I did as a kid. Still, excellent news. I've never had that before. I'm also very curious as to what a reading stone is, but I'm sure there's some smart Alex out there who know. Be reasonable now, Morocco. It's time for you to peace out. Also, my God. I told you Portugal was going to get off the map. Oh, wow. That is something else. Shout out to all of our BRs out there. You exist. Kingdom of Brazil. Oh, and there are special Brazilian ideas. Attrition for enemies and envoy travel time. You know, you've got a tier 1 list right there. We're making progress, but not the best progress, hopefully. Oh my. I wonder if it's worth me actually stating this and then I just temporarily slam down the... Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. I wanted to have the defensiveness boost there. I should also take a bit of a look where I have my policies, because there's no point wasting it all away. For example, I don't need defensiveness here anymore, nor do I need it here. They're not free. It does cost dosh. There we go. How did Brazil take Portugal? There's a decision for Portugal if they're getting their ass whooped in mainland Europe. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but there was a lot of whooping going on. You know, the whole part where they got eaten in one piece. I mean, I know I wanted just simple peace with this guy, but I do like money. I also like Tafilalt for its gold, but that'll be satisfactory. I could break him up with the Ottomans, but the Ottomans having an alliance with you is potentially useful, so I'll just make and ready. Okay. Those nobles are not happy, but I want them to get out of my face. They're going to hate me for a long time, but off they go. It's also an opportunity to bring in the human cannon onto this this theatre. My units are divided in a very strange way, but I would like to get through these 3 forts. Oh, we got some of them. What would I like to do here then? Alright, we'll get the human cannon onto... Oh, Christ. Onto there. I'll get you over to here, and that should speed up both of those. Another couple of auxiliary occupations done, and then we keep going. Alright, now the bad events from our overextension kick in, but that was to be expected. An entire band of goblins are coming in to say Happy New Year. Well, cheers and welcome. This is messy, and this is a whole lot messier than I like to do my occupations, but it looks like we're holding all right down in Greece. Now I can witness BR land being annexed by Granada. That would be a wonder to... Oh, Crivens, he gave it up. He gave it up, did he? My units are way too spread out here, which is far from good. But that won't stop me from getting my 10 to 1s, nor occupying Kosovo. Never a day goes by when I don't think about occupying Kosovo. The nobility hate my guts, so I'll just tell them, too bad. I could standardize uniforms at this point, but I'm not drilling, so say no to that. Just like forming the Italian nation, just say no to it. Remove hui hui from premises, says Franconian. Huh. Alright, I'll take you down, and if we're lucky, we'll catch these peasants as well. We'll give you this crummy leader as well. Hey Ottomans, you don't think you could slaughter those rebels for me, do you? It'd be really nice of you. Forget Vidin, I want our army brought together here. Feels good marching on the Ottomans. It feels so good marching on the Ottomans. Right, we're still building here, so I cannot convert to you just yet. Oh, what? The Ottomans are actually navally invading me? Will wonders ever cease? It's alright, I have an army ready to take care of them. Good. Okay. Okay. Get over to Kosovo. I will rearrange the army, and we will go on the aggressive. We managed to secure some pretty awesome. Oh God, we don't have a lot of cannons, do we? That's Grimbo, but it's okay. We'll play it like so. Combat width is currently 32, correct? It is, and I'm the best tech, so I would know. Alright, you guys are fine for whatever you do. I don't even have to worry about those Greek separatists. I can just leave them to it whilst I remain on the aggression against the Ottoman. Question is where to do so. Do I think we could take Constantinople? We could certainly try, but I want our best man on it. Yeah. The reverse guns of Urban on their way. What? Peasants are not meant to have AI, but they saw me coming and thought, yeah, I'm out of here. Oh well. Occupying Constantinople is one thing, but actually annexing it, no. Thrace is not on the menu until... I actually don't know, it's not on my list. But they're a long way away. Thrace held out for ages. Bahmanis is back now? Kind of. John Poor is really winning out here. Reminds me of Dev Clash that only happened in my head. Not happy about my diplomats not being hard at work though. What are these automats doing? Please keep going with those outraged countries. Profits before people. Toledo and Salamancia. One of these is not like the other. I'll take care of you, then you, then you. But then you're going to need someone a bit better than that. Fonari, take care of it, please. Oh God, that's good. Strolling into Constantinople and immediately having 7%. That's not too shabby. Come on, core you buggers. Alright, all that should be taken care of, and everything that can be cored is actively being cored. I'll send small detachments around here to... Yeah, you take that. Always get your 10 to 1s. I think I'll hold this and then not cross over for a while. I want to... Oh, crossover's not even a question. You can just go shoot through Shirvan Imereti and take all this, but that's okay. What is 100% against the Ottomans is surely a question people have on their minds. Now, of course, I don't want to leave Greece a mess. I need to take these to make our way over to Western Anatolia. I can't not take Kosovo and this stuff. Jings, and that's already eaten it all up. I haven't even nibbled into Western Anatolia yet. On top of that, it's 119.8% overextension. So let's consider what can be done to help out there. For example, giving Lika to the Croats, Istra to the Croats. I mean, handing things over to the Croats certainly lessens my burden. I can't not take Kosovo, it doesn't work that way. I suppose I could leave the islands temporarily, as long as I start eating my way into Western Anatolia. That's not bad. That's a pretty agreeable peace deal, but I gotta push it. There is an idea that I could take some subjects to feed into here, but there aren't a lot on offer. There's Greece, but if I spit out Greece, I'm going to lose some Greek provinces that I already have cored. I don't want to do that. Naxos would be terrific, but Naxosian cores left long ago. Which then doesn't leave a lot of other options. Karaman's still around, but I'm not going to push this far into Anatolia. I can only take Western Anatolia. And yeah, unfortunately, although there are a lot of cool cores here at the start of the game, it's been a couple hundred years, and they're gone. I see the phrase mod games in the chat, and I'm getting all kinds of excited. Are there people who are ready to unleash the mod games? Alright, this is pretty excellent. I mean, all this coalition forming against me is less than excellent. That's alright. Yeah, let's just have a super stack around here. I'm not too worried. I know it's not very efficient the way that I'm doing my sieges. I'm sure past Jake would be slapping me for this. But too bad. Bulgaria has good unrest and core creation reduction, and they take religious, says Alt-Sec. I don't often have Bulgaria on the map, this is true. But it wouldn't be right giving this to Bulgaria. And then I'd attract all kinds of Bulgarian nationalists, and I'm not sure I'm ready for that. I'm not sure if the world is ready for that. Speaking of not ready, I did not consider the fact that the Ottomans would be unloading 36,000 Turks from the rear. All whilst I'm still trying to siege this up, so maybe let's not get too gung-ho with splitting up. I'll take this down, pacify the Turk, and then kill and keep moving. That coalition keeps growing. It's pretty big now. And my army is not in a place at all for dealing with that. I'll get you over to Lucca. I'm going to try to drop you in to save Carthage. Alright, nice. That fell in a heartbeat. You're a good fighter, Gibromius, so I don't have any qualms with having you do what you do. Yeah, we just had rebels in Lisbon. I think they can... No, crumbs, I need that done because I'm reliant on coring. Not that one province makes all the difference, but... yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter that much. Alright, slaughter them, then come back, and then park yourself in Valencia. And I'll pick you up from there to do Mediterranean affairs. But I really need to start thinking about a fleet. And then more than just thinking about it, I need to erect it. Do you erect a fleet? I mean, you build it, but build is such a dry word for something. I'm not switching my troop type because we're actively fighting or about to fight, so I don't want to eat that loss of morale on my units. Alright, the cores are coming in. I'm still frightfully over the limit here. If I just had you, it would be okay. Ah well, we're getting by. Employ a fleet. Don't like the idea of employing something that's inanimate, but... erect is apt enough. I'll go for it then. Right, 3-5, hardy warrior. But I mean, they're Turks. We're Romans. God, we're Russians. That would be the day. I'll hunt them down and destroy them in their own homes here, which feels pretty great. Oh, the lies I've been fed. Get on them. Isn't the gold province here? Hungary. That's their one existence of that gold province. They're probably drowning in inflation, which amuses me greatly. Oh man, that music crescendoed at just the right moment for the encounter. Feels pretty great. Man, I could wipe out Turks all day. I wonder what it's like being Turkish. Oh shoot, can't forget about these guys. I was wanting to, but no. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, well, knew it was coming. And it came. Oh, what a mess it's gonna leave. It's one of the bigger coalition wars, I rather think. Well, in terms of number of people there, sure. I think we've had more troops involved. I love that sound, says Franconian, probably because you know what follows from it. Right, I am entirely invested in the Ottoman War, which means I don't have anybody to spare for this, except for this floaty stack that's trying to keep my empire together. I do have the manpower and the money, and almost the force limit. Yeah, I mean, that's 42 to erect another attack stack, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Let's try and standardize a bit better now, shall we? Or shall we? I don't know. 20 of you, 4 of you, 20 of you. That's not a very nice unit, but it'll do for now. 20 for 20. Get it together, please. Hopefully none of you guys get caught, but you probably will, actually. Oh, that is worrying. That is too worrying. You guys aren't gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. And the rest of you are relatively safe, so I don't mind that so much. I'll have something resembling an army ready for me. Merc cannons, Jake. No, I don't want to have mercenary. Or are you telling me I made it out of mercs? Ugh, they're all mercenaries. No, this is a no mercenary run. Well caught. I wasn't even thinking on what I was clicking on there. Well, that explains the high cost and very low recruitment time. Mercenary cannons. It's a bad joke. Alright, well, let's kill that one. Too much drinking from last night. Yeah, possibly. Okay, well, you know what? I bet Brighter Jake tomorrow will have a better idea on how to recruit those guys and fight back the coalition and the Turk. That's exactly how it's going to go down. So we'll be back again with this tomorrow. PRoman is really shaping up. The Mediterranean is about to become our little paddling pool. We will crush the Ottomans, and I have something of a plan that's going to make it exceptionally cruel for them. Maybe. But that is something we'll have to explore tomorrow. So until tomorrow's streams of DDR and EU4, it's a cheers, it's a happy new year, and a cheerio.